Okay, folks, we are going to hear from Forex probably this week. Please promise me something. I'm begging all of you. When he starts talking, don't listen to anything he says. Well, you can listen to if he's talking about tokenomics and math equations and protocol and instructions on what we need to do if we have to move something around and things like that. Yes, listen. But if he's talking about times and dates and launches, just tune out. Just tune out, because we build too much expectation. And then if we get let down, we all freak out and we all start selling and everyone's pissed off at each other. So just, oh boy, did you guys come through. Hey, on my last video, I told all of you that if there's one thing that you could do to help the price of drip, that it was to like, subscribe, and comment on my video. And let me tell you something, you guys lit up the comments and the likes, and I got tons of new subscribers, and I also got 2 new people that joined drip, right? They used my buddy code and they joined drip. I haven't had new people come on in like weeks, right? And right now with so many things being paused and on hold, the only thing we really have going for us is the Ponzi-nomics of drip. So we need new investors to be coming in. And you know, that video brought in just a lot of attention. It obviously got out to more people. 2 were willing to join up and put capital in. By the way, I've airdropped both of you if you are watching this, and I will get to the airdrops for the entire team this week, so I haven't forgotten about the rest of you. So anyway, folks, we're gonna dive into why I think drip is about to start a potential turn towards the upside. Let's dive into it. All right, here is the drip chart, and it is looking pretty ugly. Now, I can tell you that when it got down to a roughly $10, I bought 10 drip. I bought 10 drip for $100. And the reason why is, I did think that it would probably go a little bit lower and break into the single digits, but there was something about buying 10 drip for $100 that I couldn't pass it up. And that's what I think we are going to potentially start seeing in terms of buy pressure, right? Now, you may be asking yourself, what the heck is buy pressure? I keep hearing YouTubers saying buy pressure and people talking about it. You know, well, what is that? I'm looking at the decks here and all I see is red sell orders. It looks more like selling pressure. Well, yes, it is under selling pressure right now, but the truth is buying pressure really has a lot to do with the price, the amount someone can get of drip at a certain price is just too tempting. We get down into this area here. I mean, there's people that, you know, have been in drip since the beginning that are going to be looking at this, and they may even be thinking, all right, I don't want to max out my wallet just yet, and in order to start getting more days, I need to start buying. And at these prices, I mean, it's too tempting to not do when they know what's about to happen, right? Because they've been in 3 different bear cycles with drip, and they know with the catalysts that are coming, this is going to head back in the other direction. So, you know, that's when you're hearing people talk about buying pressure, that's what they're talking about. And truthfully, for me, yesterday, to be able to buy 10 drip for $100 was just, that was amazing, because I've been in drip since, I think, late November, right? I think the first time I bought in, it was $50. And I rode with it all the way up to, you know, its all-time highs. And there were times where I remember $100 couldn't even buy you 1 drip. You know, and I bought in at those prices. I bought in because I was DCAing on the way up, you know, and I have been DCAing as it's been coming down. So I've bought it other time. I bought at 20, I bought a bit here, and then I've bought at 11, 12, and then the 10. And by the way, these were small buys. I honestly do not have a ton of capital. What I could put into it, I certainly did. And so I just was like 10 drip for $100. Something about that feels right. Do I think it's going to go a bit lower? Yeah, but I don't know. And I've never been correct at timing the market to a T. When you think about kind of like buying pressure, right, and recognizing sort of the value, I want you to answer this question in your head super quick right now, okay? What is more valuable to you, a $10 bill or $10 worth of drip? To me, it's a no-brainer, right? Because I know what drip does. I know that there's a 1% compounded daily on that, so that even if the $10 at face value starts to go down, I am compounding, and in the long run, it is generating me profit. The $10 bill, other people, you know, they may pick that because it's stable, right? And they can count on it. Well, sort of. I mean, I don't know what kind of world we're getting ready to enter here, but there's some that don't think it's too stable. So at any rate, that's part of what I think is going to start happening. And I already know that there are some wallets out there. There are some whales that have large wallet accounts that are starting to, that have been claiming every single day. A good video to check out is the Drip Gardener. He did one yesterday where he actually showed someone who posted a video about that they're changing their strategy and they're going to start compounding again because they have been claiming every day. And this is someone that got into drip, you know, day one and is up in profit. So he's been selling, you know what I mean, in these low prices right around here, but he's making a ton of money because he got in, you know, at $3, $4, but he doesn't want to max out his wallet yet. And he's about to do that with the amount of claims that he has. So what does he want to do now? He wants to start compounding because he knows that the price is likely to have a correction. All right, the other thing I wanted to go over is the idea around money velocity. It's a macroeconomic term, okay? And without diving too deep into it, I mean, it's a relatively simple concept. It's just the frequency at which transactions are being done, right? And you know, when there is less transactions being done, that's an indication that people could argue that the economy is starting to go down, right? So when you think about like when COVID hit, we were in quarantine, okay? And everything just stopped. What happened? I mean, did COVID also come in and like steal money from everyone? Like, where did the money go? I mean, it was still all here, but it just stopped moving. Okay, and we saw this huge dip in the market. Everyone freaked out. Many businesses closed. I mean, it's had a ripple effect. The government, you know, made the decision to do capital injections and give out money because the money needed to stay moving. Now, I'm not making an argument for whether they should or they shouldn't have. You know, that's not what this is about. I'm just trying to give you the basics of what kind of money velocity is in a very abbreviated way. Well, look what's happened right now with the animal farm. Okay, it's stopped, right? We get the pigs going, that's great and everything, but we need everything else up and running, you know? So there just has not been transactions because what's amazing about this ecosystem that he's created is once it's up and running and we're all in there moving money around, the taxes generated that go to the vault, right? I mean, it's self-sustaining just as is. It's not gonna require an enormous amount of new people coming in. But we also, I believe new people are going to come in, but it's not solely dependent upon Ponzi-nomics. It is dependent upon money moving around. And right now, there is a chunk of the ecosystem that is paused, as we all know. Okay, so there's no money velocity, or the money velocity is low. All right, it's been a tough couple of weeks, that's for sure. One of the things that I do want to make kind of clear, and I'm probably going to really start putting this out there, is because I talk a lot about emotions and how we can manage our emotions, because trading, investing, anything having to do with money brings up emotion right in us, and emotions can cloud our judgment. Okay, so because everything is paused right now and there is a lot of buildup around the animal farm reopening, what I think would be important is to not get too caught up in the hype of the animal farm reopening. Hey, look, I'm hyped about it. Okay, don't get me wrong, but we know Forex. We know that a lot of launches don't go very smoothly, and there could be more delays. We also may not take off to the moon, like some of us, including myself, are hoping we do. So that really might not happen. In fact, even though I'm hoping for that to happen, realistically, I don't know if that's going to happen. I want to see, you know, the price of drip turn around, the price of pigs stable out, right? And obviously I want dogs to do well, and I want everything to be up and running. We don't need price appreciation, you know, for us to all get rich. We don't need that. We need, it could just go base, you know, flatline. Flatline would be great. Well, we're all going to be making bank. I do think we are going to go up though. But the point that I'm getting at is when the animal farm does go back on, if you don't see what you thought you were going to see, which is rocket ships to the moon, that doesn't mean we need to freak out. We don't need to freak out, okay? Let's just kind of, you know, this. Another thing too, because I think we are going to hear from Forex this week. Please, I'm begging all of you, don't listen to anything he says. Just anything about tokenomics and stuff like that, and math equations, listen to him there. Dates, times, anything there, just, I just want you to get rid of it, okay? So anyway, that's my little Sunday rant. I hope you all have had an amazing weekend. Please let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you're not into drip and you would like to get into drip, I'm obviously gonna leave my buddy address down below. Let me know if you have any questions on how to get in, and of course, subscribe if you haven't. I'll see you guys on the next one.